Hello guys! I get a lot of questions from our mentees and from our clients. Hey James, how do I sell saturated products? And by saturated products, I mean if you're selling coffee and there's 50 other brands selling the exact same coffee as you, how do you separate yourself? How do you still sell in these saturated markets? Because what you'll find is 99% of the time you're going to be selling a product which is saturated. Or you're almost definitely going to be selling a product where someone else sells the exact same product. And this holds a lot of people back because they don't understand a simple concept that we're going to be speaking about in this video. Now, if you're wondering why I'm credible to be teaching these sort of things, my name is James Dimitriades. I've done over £2.8 million in e-commerce sales over the last 2 years for my own brands. Now, in terms of how to sell saturated products, there's two main approaches, and that's what we're going to be covering right now. So the first strategy is the most common strategy, and it's also the most simple strategy, and it's identifying problems with your product and solving them. So for example, let's say you're selling coffee. You go and read the reviews of 10 other coffee brands, and you find out and identify some problems with coffee that's occurring in all of the brands. Let's say, for example, you've researched 10 brands, and this particular coffee is produced in an unenvironmentally friendly way. And then you bring your product to market, your coffee brand, and this product is positioned as environmentally friendly coffee. Okay, so you're essentially bringing a superior product to market. Now, there are a few problems and challenges that present themselves when you're trying to create a superior product within a saturated market. It might be quite expensive, okay? You may not have full control over supply chain, and coming into a market and trying to achieve just a purely superior product, it can be very challenging, okay? If you're selling jewelry, the jewelry is already very, very high quality. There's already 18 karat gold jewelry. There's already solid gold jewelry. They already have jewelry with amazing designs, and it's very, very hard to identify a design which is completely brand new that the world's never seen before. So yeah, reinventing the wheel is one approach. However, it's the most common approach that people at least try and fail in. And what I do see a lot of people do is they're selling a saturated product, and they're told or they've learned to identify USPs or unique selling points to try and really use them as your marketing angle. So for example, if you're selling jewelry, you're positioning your product as 100% waterproof, or no green necks, or lifetime warranty. Okay, all these unique selling points. And people are promoting these in their advertising, they're promoting these within their brand. However, all the other brands are still promoting the exact same USPs. So even though you're theoretically, you're promoting USPs, our jewelry is 100% waterproof. Not all other brands are. What you'll find is many are. And so going this approach, it's going to be very, very challenging to create a superior product, and it will require a lot of thought. And what you will find is if you do figure out a route to create a superior product, it may be very, very expensive. So the second approach is called identity marketing. Now, identity marketing is a very, very powerful concept, and it comes down to finding a specific target audience who purchase this product, which is underserved, and building your brand to resonate with a very specific and very niche target audience, which is slightly underserved, and resonating with them in a way that other brands do not. Okay, so I will show you an example, but it comes down to, you have a product, let's say coffee, okay? Thousands and thousands of brands are selling the exact same coffee, but what you're doing is finding a niche of people, okay, or an identity within that coffee market, and building your entire brand around them. So when they see your brand, they resonate with your messaging, with your branding, with how you speak to your target audience, with the models and the influencers and the environments that you shoot this content in, and they resonate with your brand in a way that they don't resonate with any other brands. And this all comes down to having a very specific target audience. And whenever you're selling anything, if you try and sell to everybody, you will end up selling to nobody. And this is particularly important if you're selling a product which is saturated. And yeah, this is the concept of identity marketing. So I'm going to show you a brand right now who does a fantastic job of this, okay? What you'll find is there's thousands and thousands of brands who are very successful at identity marketing across thousands and thousands of niches. So this is not a new concept, but it's quite a sophisticated concept that people who are making lots of money and doing very well, they're the brands that use this concept. So let's jump into it. So this is a brand called Black Rifle Coffee Company. Now, this is just a coffee company. Their coffee has no form of unique selling point. It's regular coffee. I'm sure it's very high quality, but it's regular coffee, the same coffee that Starbucks, Costa Coffee sell. Okay, there's no difference. It's purely coffee. But what they've done is they're serving a very specific and niche target audience, and they've built their entire brand around the military and people who love the military, people who are passionate about the military, and people who just want to be part of the military community. They've built their entire brand around this, not just one specific ad creative, but they've gone as far as calling their brand Black Rifle Coffee. They've gone as far as building their entire website, all the models that they use, even the font, the messaging is all based around this specific target audience. So when you come onto their brand, their packaging is in alignment with the military, the US military. Everything is built around this, and now they've been so successful that they've now ventured into apparel and gear and many, many things. And this is the only thing they've done, is they've identified an identity who they can target and hyper-target and hyper-niche into. Now, if you come into the ads library, you'll see that they've not done anything like crazy. There's nothing like absolutely out of this world here, okay? So you can see the ad copy, we're more than just a premium coffee. Well, in reality, that's all they're selling is a premium coffee. The same as Starbucks, the same as Costa, the same as any coffee. That's actually all they are. But they're saying they're not just premium coffee. Okay? Drink delicious roasts from a veteran founded and operated company that gives back. So people who love veterans, they love the military, understand that this is a veteran founded company. The entire brand is built around this, and they're a company that gives back. So this company actually donates a portion of their profits to the military and to veterans. So it's really, really powerful. Their packaging's done it. They have different, for example, apparel and accessories that they've actually only recently introduced. And it's just such a powerful concept, and every brand does it. So I did it for my jewelry brand. So when I was building my jewelry brand, Undeniable London, this was the first ever e-commerce store I ever started. We understood that there was lots and lots of other brands selling jewelry. Okay, there was in particular two brands. Okay, one of them was called Crafted London, the other one was called Sanucci. Now, Crafted London were the reason we founded this brand. We saw on Twitter that the founder of the brand, they did £1 million in a single month selling jewelry. So we saw this, myself and my brother. We are business partners on this business, and we founded that brand together. And we saw this and we thought, if this brand is doing £1 million in a single month selling men's jewelry, there is demand for the product. It's undeniable that there is demand for this product. Okay? So entering this market had to be a good idea. We just had to position ourselves to a different target audience than Crafted London positioned themselves to. So we researched into how Crafted London, this brand doing £1 million a month, and they were targeting primarily 25 to 35-year-olds. And all of their pieces were a symbol of self-belief. Okay? Every piece of jewelry that they produced, it had a meaning behind it. And it represented a piece of meaning that someone who's 25 to 35, a man, would resonate with. Very, very clever, very, very smart. And we knew if we came into this market, although this was a very profitable market, Crafted owned that market, and it would have been very hard for us to infiltrate that target audience. So what we did is we came into the market, but we targeted a completely different target audience, and we created our own identity. So we came into the market and we targeted 18 to 23-year-olds. And all of our pieces were very specific to the UK 18-year-old, just got out of college, loves going on a night out, loves going to impress women, and all of our models, all of our content was all based around this. And that's how we separated ourselves. And it all came from this concept of identity marketing. So when you're looking at selling a saturated product, Don't just try and create a superior product and try and market lots of different USPs that probably lots of other brands are also marketing and then positioning their product to help with. But try and find a niche of people that you can build the brand around and resonate with them in a way that other brands do not. And don't just do this in like one ad creative or one email marketing campaign. Build your entire brand around this, every model that you use, all of your messaging, how you offer the product, the color scheme, the branding, everything needs to be around this. And when you do this, this is how you can become hyper profitable in a saturated market.